Hello friends, today we discuss transformer EMF equation and ideal transformer. EMF equation of single phase transformer. Today we derive the EMF equation of transformer. Now, so in figure, here the figure of transformer. This one is the core of transformer. Here primary winding. This one is the secondary winding. Supply voltage V1, number of turns N1, number of turns N2, primary current I1 and primary current I2. Now we know that the flux at any instant is given by phi is equal to phi m sin omega t, where phi m is equal to maximum value of the flux and phi is the instantaneous flux and omega is the angular frequency. Now, according to the Faraday's second law, the EMF induced in a winding having a n turns is given by EMF E is equal to minus n into d phi by dt. This one is the Faraday's law's equation, second law, is equal to minus n. Now here we put the value of the phi. So d by dt in bracket phi m sin omega t is equal to minus n, phi m constant, so we put outside phi m. Now the differentiation of the sin omega t is cos omega t into omega. Okay, now is equal to minus n into omega into phi m into cos omega t. Now we know that we can put sin pi by 2 minus omega t replacement of the cos omega t. Okay, so equation becomes minus n into omega into phi m into sin pi by 2 minus omega t. We can put this value Vf of cos omega t. So we get, now here we want the terms in sin omega t minus pi by 2. So what we can do, we multiply by minus sign. So minus minus plus, that's why n omega into phi m into sin omega t minus pi by 2 in bracket. So here sin pi by 2 minus omega t is equal to minus sin omega t minus pi by 2. Okay, so equation becomes EMF E is equal to, we can put EM Bf of n into omega into phi m, okay, into sin omega t minus pi by 2, where EM is equal to n omega phi m and EM is equal to the maximum value of induced EMF. Now we want to find out the value of EMF in RMS factor. Okay, so RMS value of the EMF is given by E RMS is equal to capital E is equal to EM by root 2. We know that the value of the RMS. Okay, so E is equal to minus, now put the value of EM. So E is equal to n omega phi m by root 2 is equal to n. Now omega is equal to angular frequency is equal to 2 pi f. So we put here 2 pi f into phi m by root 2. Now by solution of this equation we get 4.44 f into phi m into n. Okay, so equation becomes E is equal to 4.44 f phi m into n. Okay, again next step we can write phi is equal to B into A. Flux density B is equal to phi by A, so we can put here phi m is equal to Bm into Ai, and this equation is called as the EMF equation of transformer. Okay, now next is voltage transformation ratio. So we know that the primary RMS voltage E1 is equal to 4.44, phi m f n1, and same as the secondary RMS voltage E2 is equal to 4.44 phi m f, here number of turns N2. Okay, now take the ratio of E2 by E1, we get the voltage transformation ratio. So when we get the ratio of E2 by E1, we get E2 by E1 is equal to N2 by N1 is equal to K, where K is a constant and is known as the voltage transformation ratio. Now the ratio of the secondary voltage to primary voltage is called as the voltage transformation ratio. If N2 more than N1 means step up transformer, then K is more than 1, then the transformer is called as the step up transformer. If N2 less than N1 means secondary turns is less than the primary turns, so transformation ratio K is less than 1, then we can say that transformer is step down. And if N2 is equal to N1, then K is equal to 1, then we can say that transformer is 1-to-1 transformer. Okay, next is current ratio. So what is current ratio? The ratio of I1 by I2 is called as the current ratio. Okay, for ideal transformer there are no losses, so the product of primary voltage V1 and primary current I1 is same as the product of secondary voltage V1 and secondary current I2. So we can write V1 I1 is equal to V2 I2. By this equation we get I1 by I2 is equal to V2 by V1 is equal to 1 upon K. We know that voltage transformation ratio V1 by V2 is equal to K. So here V2 by V1 is equal to 1 upon K. Okay. So current ratio is inversely proportional to the voltage transformation ratio. Okay. We can say that the current transformation ratio is inversely proportional to the voltage transformation ratio. Next is the turns ratio. Now what is turns ratio? The ratio of primary turn to secondary turn is called as the turns ratio. So from the equation we get turns ratio is equal to N1 by N2 is equal to E1 by E2 is equal to 1 upon K. So also we can say that the turns ratio is also inversely proportional to the voltage transformation ratio K. Okay. Now next is the rating of transformer. Okay, so we should know about that why the transformer rating in kVA. Okay, now rating of transformer is expressed in kVA, where kVA is equal to V2 I2 by 1000, where V2 is equal to secondary voltage and I2 is equal to secondary current. Now the efficiency of the transformer is very high. Okay, so primary kVA can be taken equal to the secondary kVA. So kVA is equal to V1 I1 by 1000. So from kVA is equal to V1 I1 by 1000 is equal to V2 I2 by 1000. Now rating of transformer is expressed in kVA but not in kilowatt. Why in kVA? So reason is this: when electrical power is transferred from primary to secondary, there are few power loss. Okay, so this power loss appear in form of heat. So the copper loss of a transformer depend on current and iron loss depend on voltage. So total transformer loss depends on voltage and current. We can say that volt and ampere, not on phase angle between voltage and current, because it is independent of load power factor. Okay, so the rating of transformer is always expressed in kVA, not in kilowatt. Now the next theory is ideal transformer. Now what is ideal transformer? So the definition is the transformer in which no energy is wasted in the core and in the winding is called as the ideal transformer. There are few conditions. An ideal transformer is an imaginary transformer which has the following properties. First one is its primary and secondary winding resistance are negligible. We can say that is equal to 0. The core has infinite permeability, means whatever the flux produced in the primary winding, this all flux will be passed through this core and linked with the secondary winding, means permeability is 100%. So the whatever the flux produced in primary winding, that all flux link with the secondary winding. Okay. Third one is its leakage flux and leakage inductance are 0. Fourth one is there are no losses. Fifth one is the working efficiency is 100%. Okay. We can say earlier in this one is the imaginary transformer. This type of transformer is practically not possible. Okay. But to understand the fundamental of practical transformer, we should know about the ideal transformer condition. Okay, that's why we learn about the ideal transformer theory. Now here in figure show that primary winding supply voltage V1, induced EMF E1, induced EMF E2. Okay, secondary voltage V2. Here I1 is equal to I mu. Here flux phi m flowing through the core. I2 is equal to 0 because here no load condition. Here we not connected any load. That's why I2 is equal to 0. Okay. Now how to draw the vector diagram of the ideal transformer? Before that we can understand the operation and phasor diagram. An ideal transformer is shown in figure here. It consists of two coils, primary and secondary. The winding connected to the supply voltage V1 is called the primary winding, and the winding connected to the load is called as the secondary winding. Now, since the ideal transformer has 0 primary and 0 secondary impedance, the voltage induced in the primary E1 is equal to the applied voltage V1. Earlier we discussed about this condition. Okay. So similarly, the secondary voltage V2 is equal to the secondary induced EMF E2. Okay. Now when the primary winding connected to the supply, the primary draw the magnetizing current I mu only. Means when we energize the transformer primary winding, then only primary winding absorb the current I mu. Mu means I mu is equal to magnetizing current, the current required to magnetize the core. Okay. So the alternating current I mu produce an alternating flux phi m which is in same phase with I mu. Here so here flux phi m and current is in phase with the phi. Okay, I mu. Now we know that here this change of flux phi m is linked both with the primary and the secondary winding. Therefore, it produces the self-induced EMF in primary, and this self-induced EMF E1 is at every instant equal and opposite to V1. Okay. Here so in phasor diagram, here we supply voltage V1, then the whatever the EMF induced in the primary winding means self-induced EMF, it opposes the V1. So that's why we draw the vector diagrams opposite side to the V1. Here we can say E1. Okay. And the magnetizing current I mu lag V1 by 90 degree. Shown in figure, magnetizing current I mu lag behind the V1 by 90 degree by angle pi by 2. Okay, lagging. So E1 is equal to minus V1 and E2 is equal to V2. So flux phi m also linked with the secondary winding and induced EMF E2 in it. This EMF lag 90 degree behind the flux. Shown in figure, the induced EMF E2 lag behind the phi m by angle pi by 2. Okay, according to the Lenz law. Clear? So this one is the ideal transformer. Now next topic is the comparison of practical transformer and ideal transformer. Now there is a difference between practical and ideal transformer. First one is in practical transformer there are copper and eddy current losses. where in ideal transformer there are no losses. Second one is the efficiency of the practical transformer is 93 to 97 percentage, where the in ideal transformer the efficiency is 100 percentage. In practical transformer there is leakage of flux. In ideal transformer there is no leakage flux. In practical transformer voltage regulation is never zero, wherein ideal transformer voltage regulation is zero, means maximum. In practical transformer its winding contain ohmic resistance, wherein ideal transformer it consists of purely inductive coil wound on lossless core, no lossless core. Okay. In next one is in practical transformer all constructed transformer are practical transformer. જેટલા બી ટ્રાન્સફોર્મર આપણે આજુબાજુમાં જોઈએ છીએ આપણે, બરોબર, જે વર્કિંગ કન્ડિશનમાં તમે તમારા સોસાયટીમાં કે કોઈ બી જગ્યાએ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીમાં તમે જે બી ટ્રાન્સફોર્મર આપણે જોઈએ છીએ એ બધા કેવા ટ્રાન્સફોર્મર છે? પ્રેક્ટિકલ ટ્રાન્સફોર્મર, વેર it is impossible to construct an ideal transformer because it is an imaginary transformer. Ideal transformer is a one type of imaginary transformer. It is never possible to manufacture the ideal transformer. Okay, so I hope you understand this fundamental EMF equation and ideal transformer. Okay, thank you.